Hey guys, welcome to Junie Lyon Williams Adventures. I'm William, here in the USA outside of Philadelphia, greeting you today. We thank you for subscribing, we thank you for watching. We had something we wanted to talk about for a little while today that was on my mind. And I thought it would be very interesting, especially to guys that are in LDR relationships, guys. This is what we want to talk about. Is a LDR, is it really a business transaction? Is it a reciprocal transaction between two consenting adults of adult age? A LDR, that's what we want to talk about. Is it a relationship transaction? Is it a business agreement? Let's talk about the LDR, guys, just for a few minutes. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And most of all, this is a question to the guys that are in LDRs. I want your comments. I want to know what you think. This is what I was thinking. I'm married with Junie Lyon. We have our channel on YouTube, Junie Lyon Williams Adventures. We were in the LDR for quite a while through the pandemic. We met in person 3 times. And then we got married last year, guys. So I've been through the LDR. I'm selling my house now over in the United States and then returning to the Philippines probably in June. So we're in an LDR again for a couple months. We've been through that before. And it made me think about those that have never met their LDR or have met once or twice and are planning to go to the Philippines or bring your LDR to the United States. Let's talk about it just for a few minutes, guys. 10 minutes. Is a LDR a business transaction? In the beginning, is it? Well, let's discuss it, because if you go onto a dating app, and we recommend Christian Filipina, that's where Junie Lyon and I met. Is it, you don't know the person, you've never met them in person. You started talking to your Filipina, right guys? There can't be any love attachment yet because you just met, correct? So you start talking for a while. Maybe you find some things in common and you continue to talk. Some people for quite a while, even years. In my case, I talked for about 45 days before I actually went to the Philippines and met Junie Lee in person. Which, by the way, I think is the best option. The sooner that you meet in person, the better, if you're able to. But is it a business transaction in the beginning? Because you're meeting most likely a younger woman. How many years we don't know. Maybe you're middle age or older, 50 or up. Maybe over 60, 62, retirement age. You got tired of the dating pool that was in the United States. You felt invisible. Maybe you've been widowed. Maybe you've been divorced. For whatever reason, you got tired of the dating game in the United States with the women that were available to you. Maybe now you're older. Maybe you feel like the dating pool wasn't big enough for you. So for whatever reason, you got on a dating app and you met on social media a Filipina, let's say, because we're talking about the Philippines. And I'm asking the question in the beginning, no matter how long you're talking for with that LDR, before you meet her in person, and then once you meet her in person, does it start out as a relationship agreement between two consenting adults? Almost sort of like a business arrangement in the beginning, because the emotional attachment is impossible to happen with somebody that you just met, correct? So is it that the foreigner, who is us, is silently agreeing to support that Filipina if we decide that we're going to be in a relationship and we're going to give it a try? Is it a silent agreement that I'm going to support you and a child, if you have one or two, whatever the case may be, and you're going to provide a loving atmosphere? You're going to provide, in most cases, the beauty, a beautiful young woman, younger woman, You're going to go to beaches with me. I'm going to pay for our plane rides. I'm going to pay for our expenses, our accommodations, all these things, especially when you first meet guys. So I'm asking the question, guys, and I hope that you'll comment, like, subscribe, and share. Is the LDR initially, is it a relationship transaction? Is it a business partnership? Is it an agreement? What is it? It can't be love because you've never met her before in person. And guys, contrary to what people think, no matter what a Filipina is telling you online, it's hard to love somebody you've never met in person. You can. It's not real. It's not real until you meet in person. Because somebody can be, and that goes for both of us, foreigner and Filipina, can be completely different in person than the person that you've been talking to online, no matter if it's been 2 or 3 years. If you haven't met them in person, it's still, if you're sending money, it's really a transactional relationship because they're supplying emotional support by making you feel better, by talking, a beautiful face talking to you in the phone, and you're providing financial support to get that beautiful face talking to you in the phone, right, guys? So my question again, is the LDR initially, is it a business agreement between two consenting adults, male and female, that with each one silently, mind you, is going to do? Because let's make no bones about it, guys. Let's be clear about it. She doesn't most times have the financial stability. Very few do. Some do, most don't. And even if she does, she makes nothing compared to what your retirement or your income is if you're still working. Am I right? Remember, guys, I'm asking the question. I'm posing the question. I'm not judging. I'm asking, is the LDR a business arrangement? Is it a deal between two consenting adults that one is going to provide, which is the foreigner, financial support, and the other, which is the Filipina, is going to supply the female part of the arrangement, which is a beautiful woman that most likely can fit into a bathing suit, a bikini, that's going to the beaches with you. She's going to provide emotional support. She's going to make you feel better about yourself because you're probably an older man, and here's this beautiful young woman that's accompanying you wherever you go. And then we also know, because Junie Lai and I myself have been through it, that if you're together long enough and you both are sincere, emotions and love is going to develop. And at some point, the LDR becomes a loving relationship. And like Junie Lai and myself, we end up getting married and we truly love each other. But it did not start out that way. I think it was really, as I heard another YouTuber say, in the beginning, a lot of times it's an unspoken agreement. Am I right, guys? Or am I off base here? Let me know. When you first met your Filipina in an LDR, was it a transactional relationship? Were you providing support? A lot of guys say, I didn't send no money, but most guys did. Some guys got scammed. Some guys never met the girl in person. Other guys, it paid off. And you provided, you invested into your future with your future wife, hopefully, by now, or girlfriend. But is it, in the beginning, at its core, is the LDR a business arrangement? Is it a relationship transactional agreement between two consenting adults that are proper age? Remember, we're talking about a proper age, guys. We're not talking about anybody under 18. We're talking about people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s on both sides. That's what we're talking about. And so, is it an unspoken agreement? Is it a transactional relationship? Is it a business partnership until emotions kick in? We all know that love can grow, but it cannot be love, guys, if you've never met the person in person. How can you love somebody you've never laid eyes on in person? Well, some would say, well, William, I love the person because I talked to her for 2 or 3 years. But is that real, guys? And is it an arrangement that she's making you feel better by talking to you? You're coming home from work. Maybe you're retired and you maybe weren't feeling good about yourself because some of the women over in the U.S. made you feel like you were invisible. And now all of a sudden this beautiful Filipina is talking to you 2-3 times a day, and she's making you feel better about your self-esteem. Am I right, guys? Or am I wrong? Let me know. Comment. Please let me know here at Junie Lion Williams Adventures if this video is correct. But I thought about it, guys. And it actually is an unspoken agreement. It's a business arrangement until love would develop, if that happens. And a lot of times that doesn't happen with the first one you meet. Am I right, guys? So once again, this is William here in the USA, still in the process of selling my house. And this is what I was thinking about why I was going through this process, guys. Is because I'm in the LDR again with Junie Lion right now. Is the LDR, when it first begins, is it a business arrangement? Is it a relationship transaction between two consenting adults of proper age? That one will provide the financial support because he has more money, and 9 times out of 10. And does the Filipina provide the emotional support of being a beautiful female that's lifting your self-esteem and making you feel better about yourself until you meet in person? And then if it works, if you're together long enough, love develops and it becomes a loving relationship, a marriage relationship, a living together relationship, or whatever that might be, guys. Comment, let me know. Is the LDR a financial arrangement? Is it a business agreement? In the beginning, what do you think, guys? This is William at Junie Lion Williams Adventures saying, enjoy every day because tomorrow's not promised. And we'll see you next time with some other thought that we had at Junie Lion Williams Adventures. Till then, see you later, guys.